Hi, this is Kelly from I Bring It Every Day, and I just want to share with you one of my favorite meals that I like to make. And I like to do it because you can make it from scratch, and also I like to make it because it's really quick. So I borrowed this from a famous TV chef, and what it is macaroni and cheese. And what I'm demonstrating in this video is 1 cup of pasta, 1 cup of macaroni, which is good for 2 to 3 people, and it's pretty good size servings. But then, you can double up or what have you. So the big reveal is that I do it in a rice cooker. And the rice cooker is great because it's very, very quick. It takes about the same amount of time as it takes to make something out of a box. And the nice thing is the ingredients that you're choosing are natural. So I like to mix the 2 cheeses. My husband's pretty fond of mozzarella. So I do a combination of mozzarella and cheddar. And then I use Parmesan as a sprinkle, at the end, just for extra. But you can actually, swap out Parmesan or other cheeses, whichever ones you like. I like cheddar. I'm kind of a fan of that. I like mozzarella. I like, oh boy, yeah, I like Parmesan. I sort of do combinations of those. But people do Gruyere and some others fancy stuff. But anyway, what you do is you combine the water, pasta, the dash of salt in the rice cooker, and you cover it, and then you push the button to start the cooking process. And what it does is it takes about 15 minutes, which is pretty quick. It's sort of similar to the time to make the boxed mac and cheese. And as you can see here, what it does is, you want to cook it until it's nearly dry. You just want to leave a little bit of liquid in the bottom. And at the end, you're going to see why you want to do that. I mean, it really depends on, I like mine a little drier. Some people like theirs a little more wet. So you can add a little more liquid at the very, very end. So it's really up to your taste. But like I said, my rice cooker that I have here is a brand that's been known. It kind of cooks probably a little too fast. But I like the generic ones. This one's a little fancier, but it does cook almost too fast. So I'm just kind of uncovering it just so you can sort of see what it's doing. But you just keep it covered. And then what happens is when the water gets to a certain level, the rice cooker shuts itself, like, not off, but it shuts itself from high to low to the warm setting. And then the warm setting, what you're going to do is you're going to combine all your cheeses and seasonings and then mix it together. And what it does is it keeps it nice and warm while everything's melting. So we're going to get to that part in just a second. But when that happens, it comes out really nice and cheesy. And like I said, you can always adjust for what you really like. But like I said, I just uncovered this just so you can see how quickly the rice cookers can boil and how high of a boil. So you got to be careful, make sure you keep your hands protected. But like I said, I put a little splash of milk in mine and combine the seasonings and the cheeses, and then you stir. So that's kind of what I'm demonstrating here. So I put a little splash of milk. My people are lactose intolerant, so we have to use, lactose-free milk. I put the butter in. And like I said, I use about a tablespoon and a half. But you could use olive oil if you don't like butter. Then you put the 2 cheeses. So here's the cheddar. Here is the mozzarella. And I'm doing I think it's a half a cup each. Yeah. So it's about a cup, and maybe just a little bit over. I'm not really measuring that tight. But it's just sort of what you're used to. But usually you put in 2 cups of cheese when you're making like a full box of pasta. So I use about half the amount of like a normal recipe. But I'm just putting a little salt and pepper in there. And then you just stir it. And this is where the magic is. And like I said, this is how fast and easy it is. Like rice cookers cook really fast. And instead of using, like I said, instead of using something in a box, you can do this at home. It's quick and it's really delicious and it looks great. And I apologize for my hand, but my cameraman, I needed him to pan out a little bit, but that's okay. He did well. But as you see, when you look at it, when it finally comes together, it's great. And this is, I stirred this probably 10 times and bam, it's done. It's not even 10 times. So there it is. So I'm going to move my hand. And then when I step my hand back, you're going to see how nice it looks. So you see how nice it is? And it's beautiful. And it looks like the stuff you buy in a box. And it takes about the same amount of time. But you've done it, So, like I said, I use the Parmesan. I just put a little on top. And like I said, depending on if you cook with it, you could use one of the cheeses to be Parmesan. But I just like it for a little extra bite. And there it is, and that's what it looks like. So I'm going to put the full recipe, at the end. And I just want to thank everybody for supporting me. But I think, like I said, I borrowed this technique from a famous TV chef, and some of you may know. But I saw this, and I have not made mac and cheese the long way since. And it's been, probably 10, 12 years. Maybe a little more. Something like that. But at least 10 years that I haven't done that. And like I said, my kids, my husband like it. So there it is. Enjoy. Put a little salt and pepper on top, a little seasoning salt if you like, and just enjoy. So yeah. And I put a little parsley for garnishing, and there it is. It's beautiful. So enjoy. Let me know if you like it. Keep watching, and continue to follow me. And I don't have, I have a few other little recipes, but I think this is one that people will enjoy, and we all like comfort food. So have a great day, and thank you for watching. And just enjoy life and take care of each other. Thank you.